Steven has a neck, the internet's never gonna let it go, so become part of the Net Gang, designed by Nikki the imaginative artist. And yes, purchasing will help support her as she does get a cut. Join the Net Gang today, and check out some of our other designs. Link in the description.
Welcome back to Crystal Clear. I'm Oshrik Vox, and for as long as there have been cartoons, there has been censorship. Censorship in cartoons is nothing new. Different territories mean different standards for language, violence, and mature themes. Keep mature in mind. When it comes to Steven Universe, it's had a few tangles of ye olde censorship in our territories. Brutal moments like Lars's death or Smoky Quartz against Jasper gets watered down, and some lines may get cut for being too risky.
But a boy on the cusp of manhood can't spend the whole day whackering.
However, when discussing Steven, the biggest concern with censorship isn't if someone threw a punch, or if a joke was a little PG-13, but obviously, it's LGBT themes. Steven Universe as a series has made many achievements. One of those that the show is proud of is his achievements in LGBT portrayal. The show seems to make something very clear. LGBT isn't mature. To be LGBT is not to be sexualized. Its representation is just normalizing what it means to be LGBT, that they're normal, everyday people. And you'd be surprised at how young some people discover they fall under the LGBT spectrum. When it comes to Steven Universe and censorship, a big example that may call to mind is the episode We Need to Talk, where Rose and Pearl's fusion dance was heavily altered. Honestly, I've always been mixed on this one, especially when you look at the other scenes Europe hasn't censored. Rose and Pearl have clear romantic chemistry that wasn't altered in other episodes in Europe, and they didn't censor any major Ruby and Sapphire moments up to the point they've already aired. It's a tough call, but maybe they really did just feel like the fusion dance between Pearl and Rose was a bit sexual. I personally don't see anything wrong with it, but I do want to give my benefit of the doubt. That being said, the benefit can only go so far before it just subsides, and this is what we're dealing with today. Steven Universe has been dropped or flat out banned in some countries such as Kenya, most of the Middle East, and North Africa. These reasons are more than likely all anti-LGBT related. They ain't down for gay rights. But what about banning entire episodes? Not just one or two, but several in succession, most of which have nothing in-your-face LGBT, but instead build up to the most in-your-face animation has gotten. Well, Reddit user Kitsune has recently drawn attention to the fact that Southeast Asia is completely skipping 5 major episodes of the series, the ones dubbed as the Heart of the Crystal Gems arc. Lang linking to a Southeast Asia promo for Diamond Days, confirming that they are indeed skipping straight to the episode lecture to Homeworld and beyond.
To save every corrupted gem on Earth,
You have to help her, all of them.
Steven and the Crystal Gems are headed to Homeworld
Together we can make a case for Earth.
to see White Diamond.
The Heart of the Crystal Gems arc is a string of episodes that premiered in the summer of 2018, starting at the episode Now We're Only Falling Apart, and going up all the way to the half-hour epic Reunited. Reunited being one of the most important episodes of the series, as not only do Ruby and Sapphire get married, right down to a kiss, but it also contains the Diamonds invading Beach City, finally facing off with the Crystal Gems, the return of Lapis Lazuli's character, and the Diamonds learning that Rose Quartz was actually Pink Diamond, who faked her shattering. Yeah, that's some pretty heavy stuff to just gloss over and go into even more heavy stuff.
Attention citizens of Beach City! Everyone head to your designated shelters! This is not a drill! I repeat, this is not a drill!
This is our home, our planet, our friends and family. We are the Crystal Gems.
Steven Universe, Heart of the Crystal Gems, a 5-night special event, all next week at 7:30 on your Cartoon Network.
Giddy up.
Now, I kind of find this weirdly fascinating, as when Reunited aired, it felt clearly designed to evade censorship. So it was interesting to many people to see how other countries would tackle this. Those that did air the episode so far leaving the wedding intact. After all, some territories and their double Steven Universe allegedly and believably use he/him pronouns for Ruby, as it isn't out of the realm of possibility to look at this character and say, yeah, that's a little boy. Truthfully, in 2015, as I finally began to really properly watch the series, before watching every episode in order and understanding that every gem is female, I did see Stronger Than You and thus got a very small glimpse at Ruby. I did wonder, is that a boy? And then I did this fun thing called leaving my own bubble. Yeah. Pre-2018 me was stupid. Giving Ruby the wedding dress? and Sapphire being the one rocking a tux, made any territories that refer to Ruby as he/him look pretty dumb. And overall, the concept of the Crewniverse playing some great 4D chess just to mess with some homophobes is, I believe the words I'm looking for are absolutely fantastic, but beyond Reunited, why were all of these episodes skipped? I mean, sure, the answer contains the proposal, but the wedding is almost used as a framing device in Maid of Honor, and they still could have pulled off Now We're Only Falling Apart, and What's Your Problem? Yeah, it doesn't make much sense to go from Steven and Amethyst fighting Ruby to the aftermath of the Crystal Gems and the Diamonds battle, but it also doesn't make much sense to go from
I wanted to tell you for so long.
Mom was Pink Diamond.
to
Oh, Pink! I can't believe it! You've been here all along.
So either way, it's kind of a lose-lose situation. So now fans are missing out on Garnet splitting apart, the bigger picture to Pink Diamond's backstory, Amethyst confronting her feelings, and the return of Flippin' Bismuth. I believe they cut every single episode simply because they didn't even want the audience focusing on Ruby and Sapphire. Like, yeah, you're gonna be left hanging on why Bismuth and Lapis is suddenly back, how the Diamonds found out that Rose Quartz was pink, and why Blue Diamond believes Steven is pink. But in their minds, that actually may be more favorable than their viewers being invested in this LGBT relationship. And yeah, this really does mess with the viewing experience of an audience. They won't have a better understanding of Pink Diamond, of Pearl. Not only are they missing out on Bismuth's return, but they're also missing out on the character development that accompanies it. And if Reunited, they're missing a song. They're missing a great battle. And yes, they're missing one of the most powerful moments in modern animation history. Now keep in mind, it's likely not the head of that Cartoon Network that's making all the calls. In fact, I don't think it has anything to do with the network, but rather the higher powers that be. It's likely due to the climate of politics in that country, how those territories feel about certain people and certain things. So I don't think boycotting any international Cartoon Networks will help anything change. But honestly, I can't just but help to wonder how they could have censored everything and have these episodes still air. Like, this sounds dumb, and for the integrity of the show, it was probably better that they skip it anyways, but they truly could have had something dumb like Ruby proposing to throw a party instead of a wedding. Just have the dialogue recontextualize what's clearly a wedding to just be some big fancy party. And then instead of Reunited being a 22-23 minute something episode, it could have just been a slightly longer regular episode, clocking in at 16 minutes, just remove most of the first act, and open up with a wedding reception, and bam, you did it. Everyone's partying, definitely not celebrating the marriage of two aliens. Now, there could be a reason why it wasn't censored. This Southeast Asian promo is in English, so I have the assumption that Steven Universe airs in English in this territory. Or at the very least, they provide viewers with the option to listen in its English track. Also makes sense. This means in order to properly dub over the show, they would have to have the actual voice cast ADR lines. Now I'm assuming the problem there could be a combination of financial resources, just what the budget is looking like, the schedules and availabilities of the voice cast, and what's more, the show and crew's integrity. Why should they censor themselves in ADR lines just so it can air in other territories? That completely invalidates Rebecca Sugar's fight for the wedding to happen in the first place. So they skip it. Fans who really want to see the blank spaces will seek out a way to watch those episodes. Not ideal, but there's no point in compromising. And there you have it. That's what's going on in the world. Steven Universe still being censored in the grand year of 2019. What are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments below, or tweet your thoughts at Roundtable Vids. And for more of my own thoughts, you can find me at OpticFox. We're also on Instagram. Special thanks to JANKYBONES for creating an awesome thumbnail. For more of their amazing art, you can find them on Twitter and Instagram at BoneJanky, Tumblr at JankyBones, and subscribe to their YouTube channel. Link in the description. Help the Roundtable grow by either becoming a member of this channel or supporting us over at Patreon. If you enjoyed the video, please throw it a like and subscribe to the Roundtable for more great cartoon content. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have an awesome day. OpticFox, signing out.